Hey everybody, it's your boy Abahrain, the Disabled Fragrance Guy, and I'm back for another review. Please feel free, if you haven't done so already, go down below, like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means everything to me. I truly do appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to spend some time with me looking at my channel and watching my reviews. I hope you're getting something out of it, and I truly do appreciate your time. This video is going to be a little bit different. I was contacted on Instagram by my guy Scentualise, and I'll link his channel down below. This is going to be a tag video, 4 fragrances that will put hair on your chest. Now, I will be completely honest, I don't have a lot of fragrances that I would deem would put hair on your chest. However, I do have a few. And so while there might not be 4 fragrances in my collection, there certainly are 3, and I will share those with you today. Now, you're going to have to excuse me. I apologize. I have to look at my notes down here because some of these fragrances actually do have a lot of notes that I have not committed to memory. So if I look down a little bit, I apologize. No disrespect to the other reviewers that can rattle things off the top of their heads. I'm certainly not one that can do that. So I want to get things as accurate as possible. So I will be reading from a prepared set of notes for some of this review. The first fragrance that I have for you that is going to put hair on your chest was one that I had never heard of before last summer on my Mediterranean cruise. And I got off of my cruise ship in Naples, and I was bound and determined to find a fragrance shop that I could visit so that I could search things out that I had never, hopefully had never seen and heard of and smelled before. And I found success. I found one fragrance that absolutely drew me in when I first smelled it, and that is none other than Untamed Oud by Fondang. Untamed Oud by Fondang. The perfumer is Bertrand Duchaufour. It came out in 2016. The notes are, and there is a laundry list of notes in this fragrance: coriander, rum, cumin, narcissus, hawthorn, apple, honey, rose oil, clove, vanilla absolute, tobacco, tonka bean, oak moss, musk, ambergris, atlas cedar, oud, and cypriol oil. Now, with that list of notes, you can imagine what the price tag on this fragrance is going to be. And I just about passed out when I inquired about the price. This 50 ml bottle, and it's amazing. The presentation is amazing. You got the sleek curvature lines, the Fondang logo on the top there. Got the information emblazoned on the bottom. This is a 50 ml bottle. This will run you $425 US. I would not have purchased this if I was not on a Mediterranean cruise, if I knew that I wasn't going to get back to Naples anytime soon. This was something special for me. When I smelled this, I knew I had not smelled anything like this before in my fragrance journey, and I just made the decision I was going to get it. And I got it, and it has not let me down. I have not used a whole lot of it. Obviously, I want to keep it for as long as I can, but just that laundry list of notes, you are going to get something vibrant, something kind of bright, something kind of dark. It's not for everybody. Oud is not for everybody. All these notes aren't for everybody. It's definitely going to be polarizing to some, especially some that aren't as familiar with fragrances as we all are. But this is amazing to me. This was my scent for Scent Explore. For the first annual Scent Explore, first ever Scent Explore, I had to come out of the box swinging, and this is what I chose for my scent of the evening that evening. It will always hold a special place in my heart. I haven't used a lot of it. I'm probably not going to use a lot of it anytime soon, but yeah, Untamed Oud by Fondang. This will definitely put some hair on your chest. Second fragrance I have, and I have to reach back to my collection here, is none other than Stéphane Humbert Lucas, Col d'Abahrain. Col d'Abahrain came out in 2013. Notes of violet, sweet notes, resins, iris, sandalwood, ambergris, Peru balsam, and musk. And I was introduced to this house actually quite by accident. I saw this for sale in a fragrance group on Facebook, and I wanted to add something that I had never heard of, that I didn't have already in my collection. I wanted to add something from a different house to my collection, and so I chose this. I am happy I did, because this puts me in the mindset of the fragrance that I can liken this to, that I can compare this to, is Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense. That's what I smell when I smell this. However, this is more refined. This is more sleek. This is more professional. This is definitely puts you in the mindset of the Dior fragrances. However, this is far and away better quality, better ingredients. I love this fragrance. Not too many people are going to like it. I will say, when I wore this in front of my wife, she gave me a side eye. But however, I do like it. It's going to be in my collection. It's going to put hair on your chest. This isn't something for the faint of heart. This isn't something for someone early in their fragrance journey. You kind of have to have a refined nose for Col de Bahrain. However, I do love it. It's going to be in my collection, and it'll definitely put hair on your chest. The last fragrance I have for you this evening to put hair on your chest. I know, like I said before, I don't have a lot of those types of fragrances, but what I do have, I'm definitely going to share with you this evening. None other than Tuscan Leather Intense. Now, we all know the original Tuscan Leather came out years ago. We all fell in love with it. It was the premier, the preeminent leather fragrance. I actually like Tuscan Leather Intense by Tom Ford more than the original. And that's because this has a fresher take on the leather note in this fragrance. And I can actually liken that to the Divana in here. I don't know what Divana is, but I think that's what's brightening this up a little bit for me. And I absolutely love this. Now, it doesn't lose all of the DNA of the original Tuscan Leather. It brightens it up a little bit. It makes it more accessible, more wearable. And I actually like that about this fragrance rather than the original Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. I found it a little bit hard to wear. I found it a little bit ashy, a little bit cigarette ashy, and I didn't really like that about the fragrance. I still like the fragrance. I just didn't like it as much as I like this. This is a fresher take on it. If you have this fragrance, you will know that the word intense in the title is inaccurate, because this is not a more intense version of the original Tuscan Leather. This is a brighter version of the original. I'm not exactly sure why they called it intense when it's not intense. I've heard complaints about that, and I will lodge that same complaint. Tom Ford, this is not a more intense version of the original Tuscan Leather. This is a more bright Tuscan Leather. It's absolutely more wearable, in my humble opinion. I will wear this. I will have this in my collection. But it's not a more intense version, and you have to know that. If you don't have this in your collection, I would suggest getting a sample first, because you may prefer the original to the more intense version of Tuscan Leather. I want to thank Scentualise for tagging me in this video. This is my first tag video. I'm sure I need improvement. You guys can leave some comments down below to tell me what I've done right, tell me what I've done wrong, give me some constructive criticism. You guys know I like that, and I reply to your comments. Thank you, Scentualise, for tagging me in this video. This was 3 fragrances to put hair on your chest. I have my 3 fragrances that I know will put hair on my chest, that some others may not appreciate as much as I do. That's what happens in this game. We come across fragrances that we love, some others may not, but for the creativity and the artistry of the fragrance game, that's what we have. Thank you guys, I appreciate you. Please feel free to like and subscribe down below. I will also link Scentualise's YouTube channel down below as well, so you can check him out. Thank you very much, I appreciate you, love you guys, and I'll catch you next time.